Hello and welcome to my Flosstube. This is Flosstube number 13. My name is Paula. You can find me on Instagram under the 502 Stitcher. I'm from Kentucky where I live with my husband and our 3 children. I'm sorry my Flosstube has been so long as I've done my last one. It's the first one for the month of June. It's just been very, very stressful, and there was days I just didn't even stitch. Did maybe a stitch or two here or there. And so I'm trying to get back on the swing of stitching every day for an hour or so. So I do have a couple finishes to show you. Some whips I've been working on, all that kind of stuff. Before we jump in here, I'll give you a little life update. We have been doing okay. My middle child, she went to Girl Scout camp for a week, and that was her first time going to camp. She was so nervous, but she did so good, and she had so much fun. They did have one overnight, and she stayed. No calls in the middle of the night to come get her, and she said, I didn't even cry. So we're very happy that she had so much fun and experienced the joy of the Girl Scout camp for the week. She's ready to go back next year, so that I'm glad that went well. The rest of us, we've been doing okay, hanging in there. Um, I did also want to tell you about a new cross stitch store that I have found out that's kind of locally. It's ran out of a lady's house. It is called X Marks Stitch Shop. They do have a Facebook page and a website, and I'll try to link that below. So if you're near Louisville, Kentucky, definitely look into that. I did see that, what I heard in one of the local stitch groups that or on Facebook, that you can call and the lady will open up the room and let you come in and look. I'm way too shy to do that. So if she ever has an open day or whatever, I'll go and check it out. But I'm not just gonna call and be like, excuse me, can I come to your house and look? I'm just way too shy to do that. So because if you see me out and about, I'm one of the people, if I'm friends with you, I'll talk to you, but if I don't know you, I'm quiet. So I'm just really shy until, I get to know you kind of thing. I would love to do one of the cross stitch retreats, but I'm just way too shy to do that. I would be just sitting there the whole time. So. But maybe one day I'll break out of my shell and go to something. I would love to go to StitchCon or any of I can't think of Stitch Etc. ones. That one looks fun too. But just maybe one day. We'll see. So we'll go ahead and jump in here. I'll show you some finishes I have. My first 2 finishes I don't actually physically have. I'll have to insert a picture, so hopefully you'll see it somewhere. Because you never know with technology if they actually work and get it in there. But they are stitch people that I did for my middle child's teachers. I did for 2 of her teachers. And it is from the DIY book of the Stitch People. It is by Lizzie B. And there's a Facebook group, and she has Instagram, all the things and a website you can look at. But I'll show you the book real quick. And it walks you through step by step of how to create a stitch person or a stitch people person, and how to do that. And then, like I said, there's Facebook groups and Instagram, all that stuff. You can get ideas and different things you can do to it. I did also make a luggage tag for my daughter to put on her suitcase for camps. I'll show you that. And she's a cat. We always tease her that she's gonna be a crazy cat lady. She loves cats, so I put our cat Thunder on there with her, and I put it on her bag to go to Girl Scout camp, and it's just a little tag I got from Walmart. And slid it right in there, and she liked it. The next few things I have, I guess would be for red, white, and June. I didn't honestly get much done. All 3 of these are Lizzie Kate patterns, and they're free patterns you can find on the Lizzie Kate blog. The first one is Freedom. It's done on white 14 count Ada, just in colors that I picked out to do it, nothing particular. The next one is Pop. And for this one, I did take some of, I don't know if you've ever seen the big, large spools of DMC metallic thread. I just took one of those and did that one. And again, that one's called Pop. White 14 count Ada, just pulled red, white, and blue and yellow out of my whip, or my stash. And the next one is Liberty. There's some buzz flying through the air. If you can see that. Liberty, and it's done on white 14 count Ada. And of course, the words are backwards, but it says Liberty. And again, just colors from my stash. I do have one new whip. Nicole Spore on Facebook, she is doing a stitch along, and she pulled two patterns from Cherry Hill Stitchery. I picked a different one. I'm of course really far behind in this because I honestly haven't picked it up in like a couple weeks. I picked Blue House Neighborhood from Cherry Hill Stitchery. Hopefully you can see that. And I kind of like pull colors from my own a little bit to do it, but I'm not necessarily loving like one of the colors, so I think I might rip it out and restart it, and I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm doing a 28 count coffee tea Monaco, yeah, coffee tea dyed Monaco, and now up here I love how it looks, but just down here I would think I'm debating if I want to change the brown and the green. I definitely want to change the green, so I think I'm going to rip that out and change the green, but I'm going to leave the dark green up here. So like I said, I mean, I'm loving how the top of it came out, but I just want to pick a different color green right here. It's too dark, I think, for the leaves, but I'll show you a little close up of that. And I just picked colors for my stash. I am using for the light green, I'm using Color and Cotton Avocado. So far the DMC for the brown was $7.80, 157 for a light blue, $3.38 for a darker blue, $7.96 for even darker blue, just $3.10 for black. And then for the reds, burgundy and two of those, I got $7.77. This one is one of the colors I got from Michael's line called Iris. Or no, maybe Iris is from Hobby Lobby. I forget. I'm sorry. It's either Hobby Lobby or Joann's. And that was the Iris one again, $2.85. And that's a 77. Just B52 white for the DMC. And for the dark green, I'm using $9.35. And that's a one green. I think I'm going to change lighter for there or something in there. I don't know what I'll pick out for sure. But I think it's turning out really, I'm turning out really well. I've been proud of myself for working on it. But I just want to change that. And then I know I'll just love it. And it is in a bag I got from Goose. I think it was called like chicken salad. And it came with a floss drop, or floss bitty, I think is what they call it. And I really do like using that. That's been helpful with all the, the strings and stuff, because there's been quite a few color changes in it and all that kind of stuff. So that's my one new start that I have. That's not completed because the other ones were new starts, but they were completed. But move on to some whips I got here. I'm participating in a stitch along for Hive Rules. There is a Facebook group. It is like PC Hive Rules, I think, on Facebook. I'll try to link it below. It was started by a group of ladies that went to, I think it was Annabelle's winter retreat, and they decided to do a stitch along rather. I'm sorry, and they've been following along with that. So I've been following along with that. I've been really proud of myself. I've stayed together with it. it. And again, it's the half roll stitch along. You do one section for every month. So this month was the always be humble and kind. It's also a picture on the back. Might be a little better picture because it's kind of bigger. Let me take it out of the hoop real quick and show you. Sorry, I should have already had that done. This was, I'll show you this section and then I'll kind of show you all of it. There is a section that I did that always be humble and kind. I am doing the call for colors. This is a 25 count Lugana. I think it's just white. I'm sorry if it's wrong, but I'll look at my notes. But again, I did that section for the month of June, and then July we'll do the next section. We're almost done, so this will be like one of the biggest projects I've done, and this is it so far. I'm really happy with how it's turning out. I think it looks really good. I'll put away. And this is also in, oh, sorry, before I put everything back in there, another bag from Dot Dot Goose. It's the bee one. I just really like bees. My grandfather growing up had beehives, and I remember going out there and getting the fresh honey and all that stuff, and having a healthy respect for the bees, and know to stay away from them, and all that kind of jazz. But I always really like bees. Look at these out of the way. So that's not right up on me. Sorry if that was loud. Dropping that down. The next whip I've been working at, I'm trying really hard to get this done. The last few days, this is the only thing I've really been working on. It is the calendar crate in the July. And this is by Stitching with the Housewives, the calendar crates that the group had. This is on 14 count chalkboard black from Wishel, I think it's Wishel. And I'm doing the call for colors besides the blue and DMC. I was looking at it yesterday, and either I didn't like the blue they had, or I just accidentally took their own blue. So instead of doing the blue DMC conversion, which is supposed to be 931, I have 798. So I don't know if that, like I said, I don't know if I just didn't like their blue or if I just grabbed the wrong blue and didn't realize it. But all the other colors are the right colors for the DMC conversion. And this is on another nerd sheet. I really like those, how those are working out. This was one of those floss holder thingies, or your cross stitch fabric holder things that came from the Quater Shop. Really like these. These have super strong magnets. You can just pull over your fabric, attach it on one side, attach it on the other, and it really will hold your fabric back. So I really like that. But been working on this. I have all the white in that needs to be in. I'm working on the blue and the red. So all the main stuff's there. I just have to kind of do some fill in, and then I need to do the leaves and the green, and then I'll be done. So hopefully I'll have this done by July. I can get it put up on my calendar, or the thing I finished the calendar crates on. Hopefully. So I'll be done with that, and I can put that up. But June being so crazy, well, I have the June calendar crate done. I never finished it. I just haven't had the gumption, I guess, to get it completed and get it up. So I still have the one that's from the spring. Sorry. I haven't talked as much in a while. My throat's getting dry. The next one I can't show you that because I have my working copy. This is Quaker Garden by Liz Mathews. Sorry. Again, I don't normally talk this much. And hers was done in a blue, but my favorite color is purple. So I did classic color works for talk in Aunt Marie's violet. And again, it's purple. I'm doing this on 28 count mushroom. I think it's a Lagana. That's mushroom color that I got from 123 Stitch. This really hasn't much changed. I think I finished since the last time I was here. Finished these letters and started working on the little butterfly or moth or something. Um, this is a needle minder from Mad for Minders. That's what I've been working on. This was my birthday start. My birthday was in April, and I haven't gotten very far, as you can see. So I need to work on it. Sorry. My next one is the stitching with the Housewives, the seasons. I think they're calling it. I've written down somewhere. The stitching seasons, and this is of course summer. And it came with a little bag and the little charm. If I turn it right. And I'll show you what that looks like. I've been working on this. Sorry, that's loud. It is hello. It says hello summer. The PC stitching seasons is the hashtag, and there is what it looks like. It is done. I don't have the paper in here, I don't think anymore. But it's like on a 28 count. I think it's from Fabric Flare Poundwood board, I think. Let me take it out of the hoop so you can see what I've done. I've done a little bit, not a lot. The last time I was here or showed you, I think I just had like the beginning of the summer right now. So I finished up a little bit of that and started on one of the little houses. I'm sorry. My throat's dry. So I got, like I said, got that worked on. I'm doing the call for colors that came in the kit. All the classic color works. Little sprout. A lot of them I've never worked with because I don't do a lot of the classic color works just because of the cost and that stuff. Black coffee, tea and biscuits, red ribbon, and tropical paradise. And lastly, honeycomb. All really pretty colors. I really like how it's looking and turning out and all that stuff. My last whip I've been working on is Flea Market Flowers. I've been going around and around with this one. I love how it's turning out. It's by Lori Holt, and I'm doing a 25 count potato. I think it's just, I don't think it's a Lugana. It might be a Lugana. But it's 25 count fabric. It's on colorway potato. And me and this little one right here has been going around and around. I had somehow misjudged one of the little flowers over there, and I had to rip out like pretty much like the lower half of the flower, or both the sides rather of the flower. And then I thought it was good. And then I got to working on it, and I noticed I messed up with another flower, so I need to move a whole petal, which is not a big deal, but I just gotta do it. I was irritated at it and quit. So, yeah, this guy right here, he is one stitch too much this way, so I need to move him over this way. It's working out. But sorry. But I got that working on. I'm loving how it's turning out. It's so pretty. And all the flower petals on those. And it is in a nerd shape also. This is the medium size. Next, I have haul. I guess I don't need to pre-apologize to you, but it's a little bit of a large haul. I'm sure for some people it's not a large haul, but for me, it's a very large haul. My daughter's appointments did not go well at the end of May, and so I came home and did some retail therapy. So I had lots of stuff to work on the next couple of months. The first thing I got is from Hobby Lobby. I went and got some stuff for my calendar crate, so I'll go on my wall over there. So if I keep looking over there, that's where I am, over there looking at that. The first thing is these little picks, red, white, and blue little stars. Thought they were cute. Secondly, I got the little foam stars, the red and the blue. Thought those were really pretty. Got this little hanger. It says Happy 4th of July. And then the Spring Shop buttons. And then I saw this week, it knocked these down a little bit lower, so definitely check out some more of the Spring Shop. Oh, and then I went Saturday to Hobby Lobby. And my Hobby Lobby is pretty much fall. Like owls and owls and owls and owls of fall. It is now 40% off. So I'll definitely be going up there and checking that out. Because there was some really cute things when I was looking. So start getting stuff ready for fall. And they also had Christmas out. They had like the Christmas picks out. They were getting like I don't think it was ornaments, but it was like the wreaths and all that kind of thing. And it just seems crazy. It's June and like it's pretty much like fall and Christmas at Hobby Lobby. So that's crazy. I got two fabrics, black 14 count Ada. And then the next one I got was 18 count. It's I think the colorway vintage, if I could talk. It kind of like is a dark or light gray with dark gray swirls. That might be good for some Halloween finishes. So, got that. Colorway. Next, I was watching Primrose Cottage Stitches Flosstube, and they were talking about they got some of the 25 count or 27 count light taupe glue on it. And I've seen a lot of like finishes on this from like Java Girl Stitches and thought they turned out really pretty. I know originally they kind of intended this for the North Pole style, but I'm not doing that one. But I just thought the fabric was really pretty, so I got that. It's kind of a dark or light taupe, but like kind of like a brown. I got the 25 count vintage country mocha. And then I got the cookbook. They were talking about this on their Flosstube. And I know it came out with market and a lot of people really liked it. It is Happiness. It's homemade. It has a lot of recipes from different cross-stitch designers as well as some cross stitches in it. And I know some couple people are like, oh, you have to get it. This is the best pattern from this cross-stitch designer. So definitely check into looking in that, making some things. Next, I put in an order at Math Reminders. And I got 3 needle minders, and I'll show you the looks of those. So I got 2 different Golden Girl ones. I really like that. And this one I think is kind of funny. It says, in a world of Grinches via Griswold. The Christmas Vacation movie is one of my favorite Christmas movies. As he's my husband, he's not a Grinch, but like, you know, he grew up with like Christmas being put up in December. I grew up with just Christmas being put up in like early November. My mom's birthday is early November, and we would always put the tree up for her birthday and that kind of thing. It was like, you know, as a kid, you know, I had money as part of my present to her. So I'm definitely the Griswold, and he's more of the Grinch. So I thought that was really cute. She also had a whole bunch of patterns for like 40% off. I'm trying to turn these so I don't show you the back of them, because the back of them had the pattern. I have them all turned up. A couple of them turned upside down. But she had these like 40% off. So these were like $250, $350 for the pattern when normally they're a lot higher. So the first one is Sweet Summer. Then the 9-patch of the December. Maybe I can get it out to show you. July. September. October and May. Those are really pretty, so get those worked on. These needle miners up so they don't get damaged. Next I had at 123 Stitch. Got a couple cross stitch patterns. This one is hands-on design. You had me at flamingo. I love flamingos, and I thought it was really pretty. I planned to not do the top half of it, so more like the lower half of it. But that was really pretty. I like the looks of the flamingos. Um, I don't remember exactly where I saw this on a Flosstube, but I really liked it. It is Bent Creek. I've never done one of their patterns before. It is a Thankful Owls. Cute Thanksgiving finish. This is one I've been looking at for a while. It's Lizzie Kate. Come Let Us Adore Him. Thought that was really pretty. This is from Annabella's America, My Home, Sweet Home. That was real pretty. It has 3 different patterns in there. And then I got some fabric. I got 25 count potato. 25 count cream. And 28 count mushroom lagana. Can't tell. I like black fabric and then the neutrals. And then lastly, I put up one in Quater Shop. I got some sticky board to do some finishes on. I got the, let's see, 9 by 12, 2 of those, and then 2 of the 8 by 10. And then, sorry, I got 60 count beautiful beige. Then they had some floss, like it was a floss packet. They're Halloween, obviously. But it was like clearance down. It was like half price, and I figured the cost and it was like way cheaper than what you can buy in the store. So you never have too much black and white. So I got that, and then the oranges I'll definitely use too. It was for a cross stitch along with Fright Night South. I'll look and see which one that one was. But again, like it was a good price. And then I got these floss drops. It is from, let's see, Thread Milk Design. Sorry. Oh, that was really pretty. I planned to put my Lori Holt, and I'll show you in there. If you remember me talking about a couple of weeks, I was not in love with this craziness, but I planned to hang those on those. And then I needed a few extra. This one was the 4th of July one, but I got just the plain kind of refill one, so I planned to do those. And then if you were for being a member of the Stitch and Seasons, they gave you a coupon to get a free trucking along. They picked it, not you, but I got September. So that's that haul. I know that's, like I said, not for some people it's not probably that large, but for me it's large. And then also I put in an order for the 20% off birthday sale, so I got more stuff coming. So July is needs to be a no-buy month, but we'll see. Before we go, I'll go ahead and give you 2 different shout out for Flosstube recommendations. The first one is Penny's Daughter Shares. I really enjoy watching her Flosstube and seeing all the different things she does. Of course, this Flosstube was done, like I watched them talk about, is probably early June, into Mayish or whatever, but it's been a while since I've been here. But she gave me a much needed pep talk. It was basically talking about you are good enough for where you're at. Don't compare yourself to others, basically, is what she was talking about. So definitely go and check that out, because as somebody that has, like, I guess it's called imposter syndrome, where, like, you think that you're not as good as other people. Like, she talked about, like, if you're an A-lister, own it. You are great being an anus stitcher. You don't need to try to be like, oh, I'm not good enough because I'm not doing like the 40 count fabrics, the 36 count fabrics. You're good enough being the anus stitcher that you are. I know when I was a crocheter, I didn't feel like I could go into like the knitting stores because I wasn't a knitter. And then when I learned to knit a little bit, I was only a sock knitter. I wasn't good enough because I wasn't a sweater knitter kind of thing. So it's just, knowing that you are worth like what you're worth kind of thing. That's one thing I always had trouble, like when knowing that I'm good enough to, care about, good enough to like whatever, do. So that's one thing I do struggle with. So it was a much needed pep talk to know that I'm good enough where I'm at and that I don't need to try to be better, to, be there. The next one I want to talk about is Crafting Chris. She's a new Flosstuber I recently found. She's been around quite a while. She has lots of videos. I definitely highly recommend checking her out. I loved watching all her different projects she's working on. She has quite a few full coverage projects that are really pretty, so definitely highly recommend checking her out. Before we get off here, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today. I hope to see you next time, and if you're new here, I hope you like what you see and you'll subscribe and stay around. If you're returning, thank you so very much. I greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you next time. Bye.